Hello everyone, my name is Grega Horat and welcome to a new video update in which I will cover dollar index, euro dollar, dollar cat and crude oil. Now, markets for the last couple of weeks are not moving in perfect correlations. You can see very mixed directions. For example, euro dollar can be moving to the downside while the Aussie dollar can be rallying. It's because of commodities which are not linked to FX markets as usually, but for the short term or mid-term swings, that's fine. But we still need to keep in mind that usually correlations will work if you are looking on bigger time frames, for example, on a weekly chart. So if you are expecting a multi-year reversal bullish turn on euro dollar, then obviously you should look or expect something similar to happen with gold or crude oil. Okay. So keep in mind that for the short-term swings, I can be looking on different directions, despite um, even if correlations are usually positive. Okay, because for the last, as I said, for the last few weeks, we have seen um, negative correlation, particularly between Canadian dollar and crude oil, which is not normal at this stage, but at the moment we need to respect what the market is doing. Okay, so even if I will be looking up on dollar cat and up on crude oil at the same time, for the short term that's fine, but for the long term I would probably have to reconsider my views. Okay, so firstly we will start with dollar index. Now, one of the most useful old textbook or old school patterns is head and shoulders pattern. Okay, we know two types of head and shoulders pattern. It's a bearish or bullish. The bearish one is looking like this. Okay, and when this neckline is broken, usually this will confirm that top is in place and market is headed aggressively lower. The second one, bullish head and shoulders, is looking like this. Okay, and when this neckline is broken, you will be looking for sharp move to the upside. Okay, so now I'm looking at dollar index. Here is a daily chart, and you can see that we have seen a nice move to the upside since end of August. That's clearly a 5-wave movement. We know that from an Elliott wave perspective, this should be an impulse that is telling us that market should go even higher. Okay, so if we combine this with the head and shoulders pattern, then we can clearly see that this one can be taking place here. Okay, so you can see that this could be actually left shoulder. Okay, then we got a head and now we are in a right shoulder, probably at the end of this right shoulder, but any confirmation will be only when this neckline will be broken very strongly to the upside, which means that you need a daily close around or above 96.70, 96.50, around there. Okay, to confirm end of a right shoulder, and in that case you can expect strong move to the upside on dollar index. So for now this is still in a pullback, but we see this right shoulder price within right shoulder trading at a very interesting level. Notice that I took the upper side of these shoulders and take this parallel trend line and put it on the bottom of the left shoulder, and you can see that price tested this trend line and now we are turning higher. Also, we have seen a previous swing lows here that were taken out by spike and now turning to the upside. So actually I would not be surprised if dollar will continue to the upside from current levels, or maybe just going sideways and we will see a break to the upside later this week. But all in all, I think that here downside is limited because of head and shoulders pattern, and as I said, because of the wave count. As you know, wave count is my primary tool to analyzing the market, so head and shoulders pattern is just another tool that confirms my wave count. So here I label this a rally in 5 waves, waves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now we got a corrective pullback notice that this pullback is very slow, okay? Very slow compared to previous strong rally. We know that impulses are strong and corrections are slow. So if we know that the impulse is to the upside, then we can expect more gains into the same direction after a correction is complete. And I think that this could happen this week. We have some important data from FOMC on Thursday, and technically speaking, from a technical perspective and from a timing perspective, that would be an ideal for dollar bulls. Okay, so I would not be surprised to see a bounce on the dollar. Also notice that wave 2 retraced for our minimum projection of 38.2% compared to previous 5-wave rise. So actually this could be enough. Okay, I also like the fact, as already mentioned earlier, that we have seen a break of this wave 4 and now turning up. So ideally dollar index will continue to the upside. The only question is if this will be from current levels or from maybe from even lower levels, but I'm looking higher as long we are above 92.50 figure. So actually, if my count is correct, then this bottom was end of this corrective black wave 4. Okay, clearly notice how ugly price action this is. Clearly this must be a corrective move, which means we are going even higher. And again, if you consider that strong moves are impulsive and that slow waves are corrective, then this should be a temporary pause with an ongoing dollar strength, which means we expect more dollar gains, okay, against the other currencies, particularly against the euro, because this has a lot of value calculated in this dollar index. Okay, so on euro dollar, obviously we are bearish, and firstly we'll take a look on this weekly count. As always, we are looking still for another leg down to complete this red wave C. We may see a test of this lower parallel trend line of a corrective channel. Also here's a 161.8% taken off wave A, and then also we have wave C compared to wave A level. This is equality level that comes in what, 200 pips above parity. So all in all, I think that these levels around parity are very important, and parity is also level like a magnet that could be tested, and then we could see a very strong reaction away from it. Okay, so that was weekly chart. On the daily chart, we have some very nice price action going on. We labeled this and talked about this, that this is a corrective rally that appears completed because of this strong reversal to the downside from above 1.17. And also notice that market took out this trend line, which confirms that euro is weaker. Also, when you see important trend lines giving way, then these trend lines will usually turn or become ideal resistance in a pullback. Okay, so here I see wave 2 now at the resistance, which is better shown on this 4-hour chart. Here we can see that wave C can be in final stages to complete wave 2, because we tested this trend line, but still for now it could be too soon to call any end of wave C. You definitely want a confirming price action before we can call end of a corrective rally. So what is a confirming price action? That's actually a price action that confirms your wave count, and this can happen only when some important levels are taken out. So in my case, important level is from this wave A. Okay, so if this swing high if price will overlap this swing high from a wave A, then this decline, this rally will be confirmed as a completed free wave movement, because any alternate or other bullish wave counts would then be invalidated. I know that some traders would count this rally from the low as an incomplete 5-wave movement, so they would expect even more gains. And now they think that maybe wave 4 is in progress, which means they are expecting more gains for wave 5. Now ask yourself when they will be wrong. Well, wave 4 must never trade into territory of a wave 1, which in our case is exactly where labeled wave A swing high. So if this price will be overlapped, then any bullish impulses will be invalidated and bearish counts would be confirmed. Okay, and not forget to mention that previously we had a 5-wave decline from this high, clearly a 5-wave movement, which confirms bearish view for the euro dollar, and that's why my primary wave count suggests that we will see more weakness, even if this one is still not confirmed by short-term swings. But I think that in this week we could see an overlap with 1.1228, and after that be aware of a straight move to the downside to much lower levels. Clearly I will be looking for a retest of these March lows by the end of the year, because I see this rally as a corrective. Okay, hope this makes sense. Now also we will take a look on dollar CAD. So on dollar CAD weekly chart, price is also at interesting levels. This 3-wave rally, which I think it's a second zigzag, can be near completion because we have seen a break to a new swing high, which was in view for the last couple of months. Also, we are now at 161.8% view projection, but on the short term, I think that we could see another push to the upside before market will finally show us some signs of a top here. For now, market is still bullish, but important is that here we have 5 waves to the upside. Okay, we know that after every 5 waves, market will make minimum 3-wave retracement. So no matter what tells my big wave count, which actually suggests that we will go and turn back to the lows, we should expect minimum 3-wave fall. Okay, and it's not important where market will be headed after it will retrace back to this area of a former wave 4, but I think that sooner or later dollar CAD will retrace back into this region. Okay, and on daily chart, this could happen after a completed 5-wave cycle within wave 5, which is still in progress. Notice that market now slowed down into this corrective movement. So you can see that actually price is now very slow in this range, while it was very extended and strongly bullish in the previous leg. Okay, so this was impulse and this is correction, which means that I will continue to look for higher levels here on dollar CAD. I'm expecting a breakout of a triangle in the 4th wave. Also, triangle occur prior to the final move within a larger pattern, which means that wave 5 will be our final move. So I will be expecting a turn down once new highs will be reached. On the 4-hour chart, this break to the upside could follow very soon. Notice that I'm actually tracking a triangle within a triangle. In a triangles, the substructures are usually free, which means in each leg you will see 3-wave structure. But in wave E, you can also get a triangle formation. Okay, so here notice that within wave E, I can also count 5 subwaves within a contracting range. So definitely room is getting smaller and smaller here. So break out of this range will follow in days ahead. Ideally, this will happen in this week up into wave 5, not to the downside. On the downside, I see invalidation level around 130, 130 level. Okay, so as long as this level holds, I will continue to look to the upside. Ideally, as I said, we will see a new high in this week. Now, let's take a look on crude oil. Now, crude oil is showing us an interesting negative correlation with dollar CAD at the moment. But you know that after wave 5 on dollar CAD, I will be looking for move to the downside. Okay, and when this happens, when this dollar CAD will turn to the downside, then crude oil could explode to the upside into our wave C. So let's take a look on crude oil, which wave C I'm talking about. Here I'm looking at the 4-hour chart. Notice that rally from the low is clearly in 5 waves, very strong aggressive movement to the upside from the lows, followed by very slow price action, okay, on the downside. And I see this price action as a correction. Ideally, we are now moving down into wave C of wave B, maybe even of a wave 2, who knows. But for the short term, the count is the same. I think that we will see a third leg to the upside. Okay, and I will be looking back towards $50 per barrel in weeks ahead, or maybe days ahead. As long as the market is trading above 37.70, I will be looking to the upside. Support, nice support is coming in around 41.70, but above that we have 61.8%, which comes in at 42.40. Now, if you're trading energy markets, then definitely you should be aware of a new contract. So make sure that you will pay attention to different prices if you are tracking different contract maybe. Okay, but generally speaking, or technically speaking, on both, obviously we should see move to the upside on crude oil. Okay, so this wave C that I'm expecting, it can be part of this missing wave 4, which is now in progress. So after this wave 4 is done, I will be looking for a final reversal to the downside back to $33 per barrel, which was actually level back from 2009. So I'm expecting this level to be tested maybe with a spike before market will finally turn to the upside into a new bullish cycle. Okay, for now we are recovering just for short term maybe, but after 3 waves recovery is done, be aware of a new leg to the downside. Okay, traders, thank you for your attention, and I will catch you with a new update on our intraday page. Have a good day.